They were both.
Everyone.
I ain't a fuck.
Yeah, we were having a little conversation
Good
before we got
conversation,
started.
good
I know, but we just the timing worked out the way the timing worked out.
It
What's
did,
up,
it did.
everyone? Welcome back to Our Perspectives. This is the 70th episode of the show. My name is Holden Stefan Roy. We have Liddy Bro Flacco and Sarah Khanna here with us today.
El gran
it is a-
lesbian.
Facts. Let's go.
Right. Holden can't say that.
No, I can't. Nor would I.
That's
even
like
think
if I
to.
were to be like. That's like if I were to be like fucking. He would be like, "Lady Bro Flock," and I'll be like, "Yes." Spick nigga number one. He could
would
not say that.
that. I
You
would
better not. You
It
better
never
not.
come out.
wasn't
It
even-
You
would
better not even think it.
I did it. Like, that's why I kind of
You better
reacted
not
the way I
even.
did.
Don't let those
it was
words
just
register
so
in your head.
surprising.
You shouldn't even hear those words. What are you doing hearing them? Because then
Can't
they're in
help
your
the
head.
world using them around me, bro. You just said them. Now I've heard them. But will I use them? Nah. My brain doesn't go that way. It's just not how I went to a black high school. It was very fucking clear, the boundaries of this life. And, it was drilled into me at a young age that this was not an appropriate way to be. And since then,
I love how
I've
you
been...
said that though. It was very clear the boundaries of this life. That is a
Because-
very quotable thing to say.
Thank
I
you.
just want you to know that should go on a that needs to go on a shirt.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what else we came up with today as a shirt? Lonnie Oceans and myself. Dutch Vega-esque. Just on a shirt with no other context. I guarantee you could sell about 100 of those, no problem.
It's Dutch Vega. It's like Dutch
Esque,
Vega.
like E-S-Q-U-E.
Yeah, like yeah, I got you.
Guarantee.
Oh, you
100 fuck.
were. Wait, you were interviewing Lonnie?
No,
Wait,
we
come
just...
on. Let's finish the intro.
Fair enough. We got into that.
We're getting into this conversation. Sidetracking.
Yeah. Sidetracking. It's that, but
Flacco's being a control
It's our
freak.
perspectives. The show where we share our perspectives. Part of that
And we were
is our
respecting the
sidetracking
perspectives and
and
shit.
how our week went. And part of how my week went before the show was a little
Word.
conversation.
How did your week go? What
It was pretty good.
What was the conversation you were having earlier with who?
Oh, with Lonnie Oceans, who's a fantastic guy that we've interviewed on the Perspective show. And
Perspectives.
truly, it's on this very channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go click and watch that after this is done.
Click the
But,
homepage.
He had made
Right
a great
underneath
comment. Where in a bit of a vitriolness, it felt like y'all need to stop with these Dutch Vega-esque like comments. And I was like, yo, at this point, there's probably a whole internet subsect who would recognize what that means, making it something you could just Dutch Vega-esque. Put that on a shirt. Real merch item right there. Throw the Perspectives logo on for some good extra charm. Love it.
We should definitely put it in the Perspective store.
Yeah.
It literally would fit the definition though. Dutch Vega-esque would be because what makes me me, and so and the esque being esque of me would be my perspectives.
That
That's a
breakdown
fact.
took you about 5 hours,
Beautiful.
bro. That whole breakdown was like a 5-hour breakdown.
Yeah, so I thought that was fun.
You know,
But
the esque at the end.
Esque.
It's the esque.
It's an important
for
part.
perspective.
Like
It's
ask,
Island
not
Dog, good
ask.
to see you there. But yeah,
Hey, hold on. Let me go to Jesus Christ.
otherwise,
I'm so
what did I do last week? Oh, it hasn't closed yet, but I may have made the biggest deal of my sales career, which will net me over a racking commission. American, not even Canadian. So I am quite excited for that shit to happen. That is a highlight of my week. Otherwise, we got the ball in motion to record a song called Bonjour High. And I'm quite excited. I recorded a little scratch track, and all the Montrealers I've shown it to, the English ones, they felt it. And they're like, this one's the one, bro. And I'm like, I don't get a lot of this one's the one, bro, from my Montreal brethrens out there.
Nice.
Because, this one's kind of talking to the mayor of Montreal. So it was focused heavy on getting that shit set up. And honestly, did a bunch of Uber. And I know I socialized and I went to stuff, but I can't really remember what else I did. I had one of those Flacco Bayo weeks that flew by, because I was just out there pretty much doing life. And then a whole
Life
other.
has to get done, you know.
Life be lifing.
Yeah, it's good. Things are back in motion. Shout out JoJo Nitty if you're still watching. I see your heart
I
on
cannot.
Facebook.
I don't know why I cannot at fucking Lindell. That what up is for you, Lindell. What up, though?
What up, Lindell? It is good to see you again. I saw your comment on YouTube. I'll try to answer it later. Sometimes Lindell will go back to album reviews that he's already watched, rewatch them, and have new comments for it. And I really fucks with that. That's a level of dedication that touches my heart.
Nah, yo, you gotta appreciate people that support you. You know what I mean? Like,
The fact.
Lindell is definitely our most avid supporter on this Twitch thing. He has been supporting Holden since
Yo, Lindell been around
you were
since
doing
2017.
album reviews. Since you were doing album reviews before I ever got to you 3 years before me.
Bro, Lindell, that's longer than high school.
Lindell got to you 3 years before me. And then when you switched over and started doing the interviews with me, Lindell followed and has been here.
Shout out to Lindell, day one.
Yeah, no, he been really like, it's really like that. It's like, because, you know, you often hear about how people can't get no support and everyone whines about the lack of support. But there's people like Lindell out there and a lot of people's fan bases that I see in their comments. I see them in their comments while they're complaining about a lack of support. And it's like, no wonder nobody fucking likes you.
This is the thing that I was talking about with when I got into my shit with Griselda. Irrelevant of them, we won't have to get into that, right? But what I will say is that what I pride myself on is the fact that that's how I always operated. I know 90% of my avid fan base, supporters, you know what I mean? I don't even like to call it a fan base. That feels weird to me. Those are my supporters, and everybody who's ever supported me, their names go entrenched in the fucking halls of appreciation. And I appreciate them. I don't focus on who's not supporting me. I focus on the people who are supporting me, because it does me no difference. Like when the guy on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or wherever on social media is like, "Oh, this fucking song sucks. You suck, Dutch Vega. You and your no gag reflex." I'll just be like, thanks.
Why would you even bring that up?
You should turn that into merch too.
That's actually dead ass fucking thing that happens to me, Sarah, and it literally has happened for years. It doesn't stop happening. Maybe in the last year. I haven't seen it in the last year.
But what I will say,
literally was after, like, up until pandemic 2020, motherfuckers. But before you get to what you will say, let me tell you something. You know what I tell them? I'm like, I appreciate you supporting and being a hater for this long. Because even the haters, for you to be bringing up the one faux pas that I had in battle rap, you're not even bringing up like
holding on to that
hate but that also means you've been paying attention for a long time. So like, and for you to come out, like those people that do pop out with that commentary, they do it every few years, and I'm just like, yo, thanks for checking in. It's nice to know that you're still alive and you've been checking. You're one of the views on my videos. Every video I drop, I'm sure you watch just to hate on it, dislike button. Yo, I appreciate you. Other people will tell you, fuck you for the dislike button. No, I appreciate you for giving me the view, fam. Thank you. Thank you for the views. Even if you're hating, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you are you're not as appreciated as the people who support and don't hate, right? Those are my faves. But you know,
but sometimes a hater's fun.
Listen, bad publicity is good publicity. If they ain't hating on you, you ain't doing nothing right.
But I will say, just to add to what Flacco is saying, there's even people who will look you up, right, and find that clip and then try to weaponize that against you. Right. But the truth is, if you were to often Google those same people, but like trying to Google those same people, there's no noteworthy clip for them in response. Nothing. So even if for the rest of your life you go down as that guy, you get to go down as a guy.
Oh,
That
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I
absolutely.
need
not
you to
not to
use a
diminish
different
your career.
terminology though than go down. I need a different terminology.
I'm
Different
not really a
terminology than
pause
if
person. I'm
you're
not really a.
going down
Is
as
that what it
that
is?
guy
Pause.
is flag on the play, flag on the play, Flacco, I got your back. Flag on the play, flag on the play.
It's just how it be. I'll be saying that kind of shit while like I'll be on stage just talking stream of
No worries,
consciousness,
Holden.
saying
I do
all
the
the
same thing.
flagrant shit, and then everyone in the
That's
crowd's like,
how
pause.
that's how this whole conversation came about, right?
Facts.
Even when I'm freestyling in a rap battle, I
Well,
might say some shit
what I
that
will
everybody
say,
else
after
is.
now that you're done saying that, what I will say is that I believe that those are definitely haters because anybody else graduated to chess. So I don't think, I think, I want to say chess kind of took the crown more than one occasion for the reflexes of gagging. So I
Right.
will say,
I didn't actually gag though. Is the thing.
right. But what I
Here's the
will say,
gag. Here's the gag. I
here's the
didn't actually
gag.
gag.
That's
But like I said, what
hilarious.
I will say is you were replaced by chess. That's all I'm gonna say. That you were definitely now. If let's say you come back, right, and you decide out of nowhere you're gonna do a compliment battle and it happens again, you might be back on top again. But right now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Flacco, but you're not it. I'm sorry.
I'm adding the trailers right now
I
live
was
as we
watching
speak.
that.
My fault.
I saw that, and I just love the power of technology. Anyhow, what did you do
Yeah,
this
so you
last
got
week or so, Sarah Connor? What have you been up to?
what haven't I been up to? I've been blessed to have performed all summer, and
Beautiful.
that's what's been going on. I took a break so I can relax and get ready for Hami Day coming up September 14th, which is the same day as Summer Madness King of Queens, and just so happened to be the same day of another event that our brother Penn will be hosting, so we'll be there. But yes, this
We could
whole
tell
week,
them. We could tell them because it's public.
yeah, you
Poison Pen will be co-hosting. Roan's Barstool Compliment Battle event. Damn, I wish I could
Tired.
give more information than that. But Google Roan, Google Barstool, Google Compliment Battles, and
yeah,
like
Sheila Jones is on the card. I'm pretty sure a lot of the battle rappers are promoting it,
I
but
saw
we'll
Big
all
K.
be
I saw
there.
Big K. I haven't gotten to see Big K
In person since we went, I think, to the Max.
Nah, I'm about to be like, yo, damn, did I don't want to say yo, it'd be rough. I forget when's the last time I caught up with a person or when me and Big K used to talk online so much that it's like Lush, where it's just like I feel like I see you all the time. Um, but I'm now wondering, I'm like, damn, did I ever even meet Big K?
No,
It's just
y'all
It'd
haven't
be
met in
like that.
person yet. Because he only came to New York that one time, which was the URL event
no matter of fact that you are relevant. I think where Rosenberg Raw got in URL wasn't he on that card?
that we were at inside that
That studio in on Times Square,
the old yeah.
the
So
old Fight Club studio.
right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, he was there, but was that was the day he destroyed somebody. I forgot who he destroyed.
That was how he got into the like main stratosphere.
Right, and then left and then left.
Nah, stayed right because it doesn't matter that he wasn't at URL all this time. He's been in the main stratosphere regardless of
Then he
URL.
left and
In
reappeared in
spite,
RBE. He left for a little bit and then started doing other battles and then RBE he became the face of RBE.
did Lush One do his interview with Big K yet?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on No Jumper though.
Word. No, I mean, that's something I'll support on their channel. You know what I mean? That's how I pop up and I support is like I won't subscribe to Adam's channel ever again. But when my bro Lush has like a thing on there that's like him centric and him focused, and about him, talking with more people that's like from the fam and from the cloth, then I'll tune in to that video on No Jumper. But I won't
I'm
subscribe to the
different.
channel.
I'm different. I love Lush One, and I just so happen to believe that Lush can do his own thing without No Jumper. And
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
I don't
subscribed.
support.
You know what
There
I
is
am
nothing,
subscribed to? Are
but
you subscribed to his
unfortunately,
channel?
like
'Cause I'm sub-
unfortunately, my viewpoint of No Jumper is not the same when it like Lush is my brother, but the amount of bullshit that No Jumper has said about not just women and all this other shit, like I just can't support it. So I hear you though, support our bro all
Nah,
the way.
I don't support him at all, right? I'm
I
like,
just I just
and
won't go
even
to that.
more so, right? Like what I'm doing, right? Like that's something like, yo, this is a anybody watching this, anybody who ever might come across this, right? Here's a life lesson for you. That is what actual support looks like, right? Because No Jumper has X amount of subscribers, and they tune into every video, most videos, right? Most videos. So they have their numbers. But if the numbers spike in particular for a thing like Lush One interviewing Big K, right? That shows them the people tuning in that aren't subscribed to their channel, and that's me. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I just want. I don't even
it's
want No Jumper
specific.
to be
It's
alive.
No,
specific. It's specific. Yeah,
Like
I
I
don't
could
want
give
Adam.
fucks about No Jumper. I hope it goes away.
I don't like Adam 22. I mean, I don't really care about the brand, right? But in particular, it's Adam 22, who I don't respect and I don't like in any way. But again, right? Whatever platforms my brothers end up on, I'm gonna try to support when it's
I mean
appropriate to.
you could argue.
I won't watch. To be specific, though, I won't watch anything that Lush does with Adam, right? Like on camera together, which is their regular, because they have like, I'm pretty sure like he's back in the fold at No Jumper, so I'm pretty sure he does like 3 shows a week or something like that. Something I don't know because I'm not subscribed to the channel. When he left the channel, I left the subscription, and I really just I subscribe to Back on Fig, I subscribe to Community, and I subscribed to Lush World, and I supported everybody who left No Jumper. And if they were to ever go back, like Lush did, I'm not. I don't got no say in it, right? What they do or what they don't do. But what I won't do is resubscribe to No Jumper. But what I will do is when they have an individual thing on any platform, I'm gonna show up and support. You know what I mean? I click on videos that everybody do. You put out a video, Holden. That's why I always like last time that you dropped your last video, I was asking you when you dropped the single, right? Because I want to share that. I want to make sure to share
we
the
got a new
link.
one coming. I'm excited for
So
that.
yeah, I'm
But
not saying that
I
there
Bonjour,
will
needs to
hi.
say,
be free
but
fucking
yeah,
promo. Pay
but
perspectives with more free
I will
promo.
say there's an interesting idea to support Flacco brought up there, because like part of supporting somebody, as I've come to see, is maybe compromising your own values a little bit to offer that support for their betterment.
You
And
will
I'm not
never
saying
see that
it's a
coming
right
from
or
the
wrong
woman.
thing, because like
You will never
weirdly,
see that coming from me with all the
Flacco
shit
kind
that I
of
saw. Fuck that.
instilled in me this idea of not, like watching any of these videos from any of these vulture type people just in general because of support. And I find it like easier for me to just kind of across the board ignore the channel rather than engage here and there. But at the same time, if somebody pulls up somewhere I don't like, unless there's a really good reason for me to not be there, my support speaks more for the greater mission sometimes than
Yeah,
the
so I'm the type
boycott.
of person that I support my friends. I definitely support my friends. But if you fucking with somebody I don't fuck with, then I'll just wait till you're doing something on your own. Cause
Right.
I ain't gonna I support all my friends to the fullest. But like I said, I'm not supporting that podcast. I'm not even saying their name because that's my protest. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I have my reasons. I mean, I've seen a lot of shit down to the pimp dude that was on that fucking show, down to like, I'm not supporting nothing they have going on. And I support my brother Lush to the fullest. I don't think they appreciate what he brings to the table. I don't think they appreciate him. But hey, if they're giving him a check, hey, But my values stay 10 toes motherfucking down on not supporting that fucking channel. Period.
Fair enough. I mean, I respect that too. Like, it's a valid point. It's just, yo, let us know in the comments where you're at with it, because this feels like one of those things where your
this feels like a perspective question, right? Because like for me, it definitely is like a, you know, core, like my thing is the support, right? Like, and I support my brothers regardless, because my brothers do a bunch of shit that I don't like. You know, the pause thing is like something that I don't like. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, but I think we don't
I
like it
tell
for
people,
different
I
reasons,
tell,
though.
hold on though, So like the pause thing is something that I don't like, because I'm like, that's homophobic. That is a homophobic thing. It's born out of homophobia. You know what I mean? And it's a thing that I just don't like participate in, because
As you
I'm just
shouldn't.
like,
That the
you know,
gayest
and
sister
I
in the
don't,
group.
right? And then at the same time, I'm not policing my bros. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, yo, stop saying that word. You know, I just don't do it myself. You know what I mean? I just don't do it myself, but I still love my bros. And so like support is like, to me, like that, where it's just like, yeah, you might fuck with some people and some things that I don't necessarily love and like, but I'm gonna always support you regardless of what you're, you know what I mean? As long as you haven't crossed any lines that I don't, you know what I mean? So like you might fuck with somebody that I don't fuck with. You might work, right? You might work for a corporation that I don't like. And that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's all sorts of corporations that I don't like. Most people are like, yo, most people love to hate corporations blindly, not realizing, right? I'll give you a great example. People love hating on Disney. They love hating Disney. They fucking love Marvel fans in particular, right? They be on some like fucking Disney over here ruining my comic books from my childhood. How dare they make uh Captain Marvel an important character? I don't like this independent woman who like does interviews and doesn't care about impressing little boys and men who are insecure with themselves, right? They don't like Kamala Khan getting too much shine, and they don't like a bunch of, the one that I just finished seeing was because I definitely am part of like a bunch of Facebook comic book groups, and then I'm a part of Black Facebook comic book groups, right? Where like majority of the people in the group are Black, and we're there to support Black comic book heroes, Black comic book artists, Black comic, Black animation creators and shit like that. And it's one of those things where it's just like, oh man, I lost my train of thought. There we go.
I love these
Right.
Marvel rants. Marvel ones go in the
Hating
direction.
Disney, and they hate that Shuri got the mantle of Black Panther, got the title Black Panther, and they feel like Disney and Marvel are trying to. I literally just saw this earlier today. Disney and Marvel are trying to take away. They're trying to remove Black Panther because they didn't want little Black boys to see themselves in a point of pride. And I'm like, I could believe that if they didn't make a Black Panther movie with a Black woman. Black women need as much support as Black men. It's okay, but these sexist, crazy people, right? And so, but I said all that to say, like, Disney gets all this, like, they're gonna, another one that people were talking about is the X-Men. One of the showrunners for X-Men '97, the animated series that was amazing and took off, and he's a gay Black man named Bo DeMayo, and Disney fired him, and people are coming for Disney for firing him and hating him because he's gay, but they're trying to turn everything in their in the comic books gay? Like, I don't understand how that could be, right? They before
Come up with their
Bodemayo
own
got
conclusion.
fired from X-Men 97, Disney was, oh, you're forcing LGBTQ down my throat. Everything is gay, gay, gay now. Disney's the one doing this to Marvel, and then right because Brian Tyree Henry, who is a paperboy on Childish Gambino's show Atlanta, was in the Eternals movie where he was gay. And that was one of the ones where they were super upset, right? Like, you're making everything gay. Everything has to be about the gayness. And it's just like,
no, I get what you're saying completely.
and so first it was Disney's trying to turn everything gay, and then when they fired a black gay guy that worked for them, they're firing him because he's gay. And it's like, but which one is it? Are they trying to force gayness down my throat, or are they firing gay black men left and right? Like, which, like, I don't get it.
It's all of it.
All of it.
Because
people love to hate corporations.
But people all of that makes good articles, and there's a lot of, we high key play into the cycle doing what we do on Perspectives over here, because like we literally do just look for hot topics that we feel are interesting and talk about them, because that's the cycle. And while we maybe have a lot more social responsibility with our approach, there's a lot of outlets that make fucking bank on the hate.
Yeah, no,
I just wanted to clarify. I just wanted to clarify something though, because, and I just wanted to make sure it was understood. My value as a woman is not going to align with you guys, right?
Right.
So even though you're right in what you're saying, Flaco, because my value as a woman comes first, me as a woman comes first, that's what I choose over opinion at any point. So that's why I choose not to support that channel. And that was way before Lush got there. And even when Lush got there, I gave it a try. I did give it a try. I said, you know what? Let me support. And then when I seen crazy shit, I said, see, I knew there was a reason why I stopped. So I just want to make sure we understand that I will support my friends. There's a shitload of our circle that fuck with people I definitely do not fuck with. And love is love. At any point, love is love. You know what I'm saying? But it's deeply rooted for me as a woman to watch certain things that could be not only offensive, but degrading. And it's not just women. I'm an LGBTQ. I'm an open lesbian. I advocate. And I actually advocate. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Like I'm already in history books with what I've done for my community. Mm-hmm. So that's how deeply rooted I'm into certain things. So when there's a channel that goes against those values, whether one of my closest friends are on it or not, because the truth is the truth. Lush is getting a check no matter what happens, whether I'm supporting it or not. So he's getting a check. So I'm not worried about my brother winning. He's already winning. And he got all my other brothers right there with him, right? But I think my brother understands me enough, and I think both of you understand me enough, is that I can be a fucking brick wall when it comes to my value. And that's where that hits. It's not a prideful thing. It's I don't move on these certain core values of me. Like even Dutch could tell you, like, there's outings I don't go to because I'm the type of person that if you've been drinking all your life and you don't control it and you don't have it under control right now, like, what are you doing? Like, stop drinking.
Right.
But then I can be around, my brother, like I could be around Dutch. I can be around all my other brothers that drink and they get great, but they never get, there's a difference between sloppy and just tolerant. That's the word I'm looking for. Tolerant versus sloppy. I love me some tolerant drunks, but I can't stand a motherfucking sloppy mother. That shit raises my anxiety. Like, you can ask Dutch. I have actually catch anxiety attacks. So my values are always like, and I know a lot of my friends hate it too. Like, but when I watch that channel, it boils my blood to a point where I'm like, this is the problem. There's things like this that exist that allows the degradation of so much different levels. Not even a woman. You're talking about different levels. I wish I could just say this channel just degrades women. No, this channel degrades everything. Like if it gets the opportunity and the views. So for me, it's bigger than, you know, just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, like I said, my brother is gonna get that check and get those views and do what he got to do regardless. I'm not worried, and he's in good hands because my other brother ain't gonna let anything stupid happen. So there's that. You know what I mean? But everything else, hell yeah, I support to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
All day long. But don't let somebody get degraded on your show. Don't let some really homophobic, you know, really like rest in peace, Kevin Samuels bullshit happen on your show. Cause then it's like I can't support.
So that being said, did y'all see Nicki Minaj's tirade on X over Kendrick Lamar? I mean, I'm gonna be real. She's just trying to sell shoes right now. This has nothing to do with nothing else. She's just trying to sell shoes.
I mean, but everybody's up in arms about it a little bit. You know, it's not just them. It's like, so you guys know what people are trying to say. They're saying that Jay-Z is hating on Birdman, like the whole clique, that Jay-Z's the hater and the provocateur in this situation. So
this is about Kendrick Lamar getting picked for the Super Bowl performance in
Lil
2025 in New Orleans, which is significant for Lil Wayne, who had previously gone on record stating he really wanted it. He didn't want to talk too freely, but he was trying to hint to the world that this was important for him to be able to do the Super Bowl in his hometown.
Punto.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. But then Nicki Minaj got her Twitter fingers going. And first she posted a beautiful picture. I just want to say that there was a picture she posted that was spot on. Beautiful. Love you, Nicki. And then did you take a screenshot of the tweet by any chance?
No, but I could just load it up.
Like, yeah, see if you can load it up, let them see it.
No, Flacco,
did you get to read her rant?
I've been busy.
Yeah, you gotta show Flacco. Oh my God.
Yeah,
no, I mean, I already know, like, this is not gonna be something new, right?
But she's saying something.
Nicki is always. Nicki has encroached upon Monique territory and Cat Williams territory, where like literally every time you're talking, bottom, it's
I'm
like
sorry,
you're
8 hours.
It's like the same thing. You're always upset at somebody. Like you just get a reputation eventually. Like people.
Yeah, that was the shoe. Wait, I think the first one you might have passed it.
Oh,
but they don't have it in my size.
No, wait. On the young black. No, go down. Go pause.
Yeah, no, it's still more. All these Gag City ones are related.
You just skip those parts.
Yeah, it's still part of it.
No, actually, no. That one is
okay. Now we can start looking.
You gotta go to There you go.
This question. No, I love watching the whole industry play dumb time after time. The truth is the truth. No matter what it tells you, picking and choosing who y'all accept truth. Then bam, pow, might tell you a joke but won't lie. Bwah ha 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 ha.
Yep, and I never cared. Hold on. One N-word took a knee. The other N-word took the bag. He gonna get you N-words in line every fucking time.
Anyway, so she ranted and said a bunch of shit.
Here you go. Denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you pushing Lil Wayne, the GOAT, Nola. What's good? Oh, you.
I made it bigger.
I was in my monologuing and shit. Like, yo, Flacco, get to talk to your boy. I was in there. Like, okay, now I gotta find where it's at.
Eminem.
No, you no. The GOAT, Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man. Shit sad. House N-word teens. But it's good for them. No loyalty. Well, then N-words will keep sunning you. Lamau, I ain't gonna try it because then that's it. You get me in the comments.
Yeah. And she goes on to immediately after promote her shoes.
You gotta get Birdman's too. Birdman addresses it as well.
But damn, I really like these. Anyway.
Birdman said that he won't ever let himself be. He ain't gonna let the team be in a position to let other people decide for them.
So a lot of people also, of course, you guys know Boosie had to say something. But I thought that Boosie had a very good point. I liked how he conveyed his point. He said, "How is it that Super Bowl, if you go to every state, the artist in that state has an opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl, right? California got to have Dr. Dre, and like she said, Eminem made sure 50 was seen, even though he wasn't wanted, right? So Boosie saying, how is it that you guys come to Louisiana?" and you deny the very people that have helped Louisiana make some more money and do amazing music he's saying that basically they are responsible along with some of the legends of New Orleans for putting New Orleans on the map. And they didn't have any legends. Like they feel like it's just Lil Wayne and them are being blackballed out of it. So yeah. I don't know. Do y'all think it's a blackball or what y'all think?
I don't know about that, but I don't have enough context to know if they're beefing or anything bigger. Like I've never heard of I didn't even know Jay-Z didn't like Birdman. To me, this is all like fresh information. I didn't know any of this. I just think Jay-Z capitalized on this moment. Maybe Jay-Z doesn't like Drake and wanted to try to snub Kendrick or Drake, and I don't know. But like it just feels like it makes sense that Kendrick might do a Super Bowl someday. Is it a thing where it's always the hometown gets a star on the stage? Is that really a thing?
How do you know that they weren't gonna bring Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I mean they have guest performers a lot of the time. Rihanna's like almost an anomaly for not having a guest performer on her set, because like they'll usually do some weird left field shit too, like pull out some random rock band in the middle of a hip hop thing or some random shit like Maroon 5 will appear or something. Anyway, but I don't know. I don't know if this is malicious. It just like maybe he felt like he wanted to give Kendrick his flowers in some way. He has the ability to give people the flowers with the Super Bowl, so he did.
I don't know. I personally don't give a fuck because I don't watch NFL. But
I'm gonna watch the 12-minute performance after.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I watch every year. I watch the commercials and the halftime performance.
What do you think, Flacco?
Late.
What?
Flacco? What do you think is happening? Do you think he was snubbed? Do you think maybe they were planning on bringing him out?
Nah, maybe. Who knows? I know that it's definitely a strategic move for Jay. Jay is again, the same thing that I was saying about Nicki Minaj, which is like you gain a reputation eventually. Like everybody has their things. It's okay. We're all human. We all have our flaws. And there are certain people that they're just fucking the people that just fucking always fighting about some shit. And always fighting with somebody about some shit. And everybody knows, you know what I mean? And like it shows, right? So like Monique, Cat Williams, Nicki Minaj, there's certain people that like when they're talking 9 times out of 10 about other people, it's talking shit. And it's just like, I don't know, like, you're just upset to be upset, right? Jay is a notorious petty person. and it's not a I'm suspect because I don't know Jay, right?
Passive
Let's be
aggressive
clear.
ass
Let's
motherfucker.
be clear. Let's be clear. I do not know Jay-Z, Sean Carter. I have no idea who this person is because I've never met him in person like that. And we've never chilled. We've never had a relationship for me to tell you the true facts of like what I've experienced in dealing with him, right? But at the same time, same thing as those other people that I named, eventually you show certain patterns that like, okay, this is a thing with this person because you are just a person at the end of the day. And Jay does a lot of like petty moves, right? Like he'll have people that like are small time, not banned, but like if Jay-Z, there's the thing when there's no such thing as blackballing like that, but the way that people think about it with like people like Jay-Z, right? Like Jay-Z
Right.
doesn't blackball you. It's just that Jay-Z is a powerful person. So there's certain people that aren't cool with him, but want to get cool with him. And if he don't like you, it's to their benefit to not like you if they're trying to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what always ends up happening with all these situations. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you get blackballed. It's just that, like, yo, nah, I'm a producer. My name is fucking Mike Will Made It, and I do production, and I fuck with Jay-Z, and or I'm kind of, and then there's loyalty, and that's how loyalty literally works. That's how it works with everyone across the board. You know what I'm saying? And so Jay has shown that he be like petty moving, and one of his petty moves is like, I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time, period. Like, did I lose the battle to Nas? Yes, but I won the war. And everybody knows I won the war. Everybody admits that freely, right? And like, I'm the GOAT of all GOATs. And one of the things that always has been in the last few years is like Drake and Jay having like a back and forth. There's lots of Jay-Z literally mentions on like one of the last projects he did, I think it was the Carters, um he like sent the line directly at Drake. Sorry, Drizzy, he's talking about that his paintings are real because Drake said something in an interview about like Jay being kind of like uh I don't know if it was I don't know Drake said something about Jay. Jay interpreted it as shit, and so now forever and a day, I'm pretty sure
Sorry, Mrs.
that Jay is gonna
Drizzy.
be.
It's
Sorry,
damn
Miss
ho
Drizzy.
stunt on them haters. Sorry, Mrs. Drizzy, for so much art talk. Silly me rapping about shit that I really bought.
I already bought. Yeah, there it
These
goes.
rappers rap about guns they ain't shot, and a
Shot.
bunch of other silly shit they ain't got.
They ain't got right, and so Jay is the type of person that it's like, bro, there can only be one. I'm Jordan, and you're gonna be LeBron James, and you might be the GOAT, but I'm gonna make sure that you're hated and nobody like it'd be like if Jordan actively campaigned against LeBron James, right?
Right.
Jordan didn't do that because Jordan's like, I'm retired. Like, we're not in competition. My numbers are what they are, baby. Like, you can't fight this legacy. He lets it be. But because Jay is an active MC and MCing is different than like sports and other shit, in that way where like different generations keep on playing with each other. So it's like where in sports you retire, so like you don't get to see Jordan playing with LeBron James.
Right.
You know what I'm
So this
saying?
just dropped right now also from Des Bryant. He said Hove got these folks shook. The NFL wasn't fucking with the culture until Hove stepped in. Can't get mad at the one who played their cards right. Des Bryant defends Jay-Z. So he's basically saying like, what you mad about? Like, job bitch.
I mean, you could make the argument it's better than Maroon 5. I think they actually did get a Super Bowl performance, and it was pretty mid. And then like a lot of them have not been good. At one point, I binge watched a bunch of Super Bowl performances, and some are pretty good. A lot of them are just okay.
I remember Michael Jackson's. He bodied that shit. I don't care what nobody says. Like, that's my favorite Super Bowl performance. Like,
I mean,
I remember he popped
just a
up from
name
the
to contend
ground.
with.
Your
Who
man
the fuck
popped up
is?
from the ground and stood still for a straight 3 minutes. And it was like the whole crowd was still going, bro. He's the only artist the only other artist that I know that can stand there and do the same shit. And I've seen it for myself is like a Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain artists that can stand there, a Beyonce, they can stand there, not say shit for about 2 minutes, and cha-ching, they still get paid. So there's not many. Hove can do that too, bro. Not for nothing. Hove can do that too.
Yeah. It's so funny though because like I'm like neither here nor there, you know. Like, I mean, is Jay-Z like my favorite MC? Like overall, like as like yo, that's the God MC. Yeah, yo, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a true New Yorker. I feel like, I'm like yo, I know what time it is, and I stood here, and if I go by what I would use as analysis to determine who's the greatest of all time, it'd be certain shit. And like to me, one of the most important things is catalog and like quality of catalog. And like Jay-Z got that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but at the same time, is it like whole probably being petty and like doing moves to like, you know,
Your
put
man Hove,
a tarnishing on Drake in some way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. You know
from the
what I mean?
So,
foe, son,
so
state your
the
biz.
other big part of this conversation is Kendrick Lamar gonna perform "Not Like Us" at the
Of
Super Bowl?
course. How could he not? That is a Super Bowl song.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I don't know if he can get away with calling Drake a pedophile on the Super Bowl's moral principles, at least the public ones they put out.
I mean, he might cut it right there and go right into a classic after that. You know what I'm saying? If he's smart, we don't know what's gonna happen, but he's gonna do Not Like Us. And first of all, keep in mind Kendrick Lamar is also activist Kendrick as well, so he might just say the shit and not give two shits about it. Like, I mean, what's done is done. It's like when Justin Timberlake ripped the thing off of Janet Jackson titty. What's done was done. We all saw it already. What's done is done. I'm
Like
just keeping it real with y'all. He might do the shit, is what I'm saying. He might say, wop, 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 wop. Well, they're going to block the curses because they already know where the curses are. And they might block it out because they know what the song says. And they're going to want him to, that crowd is going to go insane. Even the white folk. They're going to go insane when that song comes on. And you're going to see everybody get along at that very moment. That
I think it's gonna be
moment,
crazy.
that shit gonna be, it's the hip hop version of We Are the World. I guarantee you that shit. When the Super Bowl happens, we gonna see some real like it's like we gonna see Crip walking. We gonna see all kinds of shit. We already saw Crip walking
Yeah,
at the Super Bowl.
I definitely expect him to perform it for sure. Um Anything that needs to be blanked out
I
just gets
knew.
blanked out, you know? It's a radio edit, you know? He knows he's performing on the Super Bowl stage. There's nothing to really A minor is not a curse. A minor is not a,
But he's gonna let the
you know?
crowd say that. He's gonna let the crowd say it, so
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to.
I mean, that's one of those
Like,
like parts of a song where like you know that the crowd it will participate crazily every time, you know? For sure.
for
For
sure,
sure.
Um,
for sure.
that. So,
I expect it.
what
For
about
sure.
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump in the debates?
Yo, so I read some shit that would have me dying. So this dude is on TikTok and he's like, listen, if I was a mediator, because basically what they're talking about is they've never met in person ever,
Mm.
right? And Joe's been kind of weird because one moment he's like, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful, but she looks, my like my wife Ivanka. They're beautiful women, you know. And then he's like, oh, she's such a vile woman, right? But they've never met in person. They've been insulting each other, never met in person. So the guy on TikTok was like, so if I was the mediator, you know what my first question would be? And then he goes, so Vice President Harris and former President Trump, what is your first impression of each other? And like mad people were just like, yo, you're wilding. They're gonna wild on each other. Like, can you imagine how that opening scene would be if someone, the mediator, even asked that question? They would probably fucking spaz on each other right there. Like, yo, what? She look, and she's a mom, bro. She's gonna give mom tati quieto voice, and then he's gonna give fuck you, machismo voice. So I'm watching the debate strictly for the comedy. Because this is, first of all, mad people gonna watch this shit for the same reasons I'm watching it. And then you got people that are gonna watch this shit because they're just fans of either side or gonna vote for either side. But then you got those people that are gonna watch this shit because they just want to see some shit go down. I don't think she's gonna keep her cool.
No.
So I don't think she's gonna keep her cool. I think she's gonna read him, honey. And I think he's gonna say some wild shit right back. And it's gonna be like watching like white people world star. But it's gonna be like with words and shit. And it's gonna be like some, like they're gonna go below the belt. And I think it's gonna be worse than I don't even remember the last debate, but it's gonna be ugly, son. And I'm watching it. I'm buying mad weed that day. I'm gonna get mad munchies that day. And I can't wait to see how many people are gonna use, like, make jokes out of that shit the next day. How many memes? This shit is like a comedy Super Bowl, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. People don't get offended, but but I definitely look forward to this debate because of those reasons.
Yeah. I think Kamala Harris's lawyer ass is gonna fuck him up. But just cause
and,
like,
and I feel like she's gonna give him one of these, yo.
but like the more I hear people talk about it, the general sphere is kind of pointing out like when you're doing like politics, it's like more like a rock paper scissors type of situation, right? So it's not like a one size fits all. Like you are gonna be strong against some opponents. So Donald Trump's bully-esque nature, see the esque bully-esque nature, is really effective against the Joe Biden character because he's so kind of like timid almost, in my opinion. Where like Kamala Harris just spent her early career fucking putting criminals in jail and shit. Like I don't think she's afraid of people.
Yo,
Like
she is not afraid, and that's what's making it entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, she's not afraid. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get to snapping that motherfucking neck at that motherfucker.
like I
She's
just think
like,
she
fuck.
has the self control, the decorum, like I just wasn't expecting it, but like she is fast tracking her way into something that will be going down in history where I don't know if anybody expected that when she appeared on the scene.
Yeah, I don't. It was insane because it came out of nowhere. So but it's about time somebody gave your man a run for a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? We needed something, and that's I think what, and it's annoying because that's I think what people are most excited for. I don't think they're actually just voting. I think they're actually just excited that they're watching because there's people that are ignorant enough to be a fan of his, but they're fans of like that whole reality show kind of era. And I feel like that's the kind of audience that's gonna be like, so as soon as shit go down, they're gonna give it that, oh, somebody's finally giving him, yeah. So, you know what I mean? But those are like the that reality show kind of era of people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's the shit because there's people that are so fans that they don't know the reality, that they don't know the difference. They're just like, well, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? She got fans too.
Yo, she's selling stadiums out.
So it's a fan thing. They don't know. There's some people that are really about this politics shit, and then you got those people that are just here, just entertaining the fuck out of it.
There.
But yeah,
Do you have an opinion, Flacco?
Um, about what in particular?
Kamala Harris versus Trump.
I mean, it's a way better fucking situation than Biden versus
that
Trump.
part.
Like for sure. Like the Democratic Party was super. Like they were about to go down a bad road going down with Sleepy Joe. So you know, so way better. So, and she's definitely. I told you about that Blocks video about where like Kamala. They pointed out that like the advantage that Kamala probably has is that she's not a great politician, but like she was a great the uh defense attorney, or not defense attorney, district attorney, right? Because she was the district attorney for her, I forget what, like zone or whatever the fuck they call it out in Oakland and shit. Um, she was the district attorney, and she was really successful when she has to like put white men on trial for something and asking lawyer-like questions. Like she's really good at that. So, she's probably gonna fucking do really well against him on the debate stage.
Which about time, like somebody, you know what I mean? Like
Now, if that does that interpret to like her winning, I don't know. But we shall see.
We shall see. But
So the big news is Linkin Park is back with a new singer, Emily Armstrong. And they fucked with people, right? So they did a live stream on their channel that ended like in August like 30th, but it was like a 5-6 day countdown, only to like repost a new live stream saying on September 5th you're gonna find out what the fuck is gonna happen. And again, another live stream with a countdown on their channel. They went trending on Twitter, so that's how I found out about it. And so we're all just sitting there waiting. What the fuck is Linkin Park gonna do next? What's gonna happen? Then all of a sudden, Derek from Sum 41 was like, I am not deadass. He had to put out an official statement saying, I am not the singer of Linkin Park. I don't know who came up with that idea. It's flattering. Y'all want it to be me, but it is not me. But everyone was convinced that Derek from Sum 41...
Did he hack the channel?
No, he had to put out an official statement because the fans were just convinced he was going to be announced as the new singer of Linkin Park.
Wow.
And then he was like, it's not me. And then they came out and she just appeared on stage. They did this like stream of an hour-long concert, which was really a really good way to show people that she can in fact perform these songs, and it will be an electrifying experience that you can enjoy.
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah, fucking like, it was good. Like, she'll never be Chester because nobody will be Chester, but
nobody
like,
will be Chester.
She has the same kind of vocal versatility and energy, and like you can tell she really wants to be there performing these songs with the same love that like everyone else has, and like she just be out there fucking pouring her heart into it, and it was good. It was like, I don't know if I want to spend 276 Canadian dollars plus $140 in gas on that. I'm not convinced I'm ready for that right now with all my other purchases recently, but it was a very hard decision. If I had anybody that wanted to come with me, to this point, if anyone listening wants to drive to New York with me, we can make that better, because buying the 2-person tickets are slightly cheaper than the 1-person tickets, and they're better, but that's how they get you. You buy them in packs of fucking 2. And I'm finally dealing with American ticket fucking things. It's not the same. Anyway, so like, I'm tempted because they just appeared. They have 6 concerts around the world, of which 2 are on this continent, and 1 is in LA, and 1 is in fucking Brooklyn, at the Barclays Center. So, I saw them perform wherever the fuck they did this. Like, she did really good. Their new song, it's really good. If you like Hybrid Theory, you're not necessarily, like, that's all you like, you're probably not going to like New Linkin Park, but you also didn't like New Linkin Park with Chester, so what's the difference? Y'all bullied that dude on his last album, so, end of the day, a lot of Linkin Park fans are kind of cornballs about how they are. And like she sounds close enough to him that like it's pretty fucking cool. There's moments where it's almost believable that you're listening to Chester spit that shit. The way they presented her was not as a replacement to Chester. They gave a lot of respect to it, and their new song with her is fucking good. Like it made me excited for their new album, which is out on the 15th, which, you know, I'll probably have listened to by the next time we do a show.
Okay.
I love Linkin Park. That shit is like
I see.
7 years later, man. It's been a long time of wondering what would happen.
Yeah, I love me some Linkin Park too. My sister, it was growing up listening to that shit all day long. So I know like every single song because of her, because she used to like emo out all day to Linkin Park. So rest in peace, Chester.
Yeah, but also there's a lot of controversy because apparently she is or was a Scientologist, and then she also pulled up at Danny Masterson's trial as one of those friend character witnesses, and now the internet is mad at Linkin Park because of this, which really, well, I don't think she's still a Scientologist, so to be mad at somebody for formerly being a Scientologist is just fucking weird. Didn't she already like make the choice to move on and shit? So that's a weird thing. And from what I understand, celebrities do celebrity shit, and I don't think anyone really understands the Danny Masterson's trial or the character witness thing. And again, I was like 5 years ago, and people can change, and I don't think Linkin Park would be fucking with her if she was a creeper or some shit, because they got really fucking good lawyers and PR people. You know, like nobody would let somebody in that would really fuck their shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. But
But
you know, that's what happens though whenever there's a replacement. Even when rock was the thing and lead singers get replaced. It happened. And with this, it was an unfortunate, thing. And but I thought Linkin Park was done personally. I just thought because of what happened, they weren't gonna make any music. So to see her pop up and hear, I thought she was dope. You know what I mean? I didn't watch the whole shit though, like you did, but I
nah,
just
I skipped through it. I didn't watch all of it. I'm like,
oh
I need
okay,
to listen to a
okay.
couple of these joints.
I just wanted to hear how she was gonna sound singing "Numb and Falling," and then I was
Right?
I was good with that. I was like, all right, cool, bye.
I watched One Step Closer was nice. Like the way she did the shut up when I'm talking to you and shit. Like, so you gotta really check, you know, because these are like the real. You know what I didn't check was In the End, because I'm like, fuck that. I'm pretty sure that'll be fine. But Bleed It Out was good too. Like, yo, because when Bleed It Out came on, like, that's how they ended the show. I'm like, yo, her energy on that shit is like, nah, she really gets it. Like, she is clearly a fan of Linkin Park.
She was probably doing cover songs and shit, and really like that's how it happens sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I bet you we're gonna hear Stormy, and she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I was just singing, and they were there, and I was doing a cover of blah 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 blah." Boom. So it takes sometimes, guys. Your
That's it.
dreams.
I'm gonna say I'm more excited for this new Linkin Park album than any new music that's come out in the last 5-6 years. All of it.
Nobody asked me, but I'm not a Linkin Park fan, right? Um, the only thing I knew about Linkin Park was that Jay-Z Collision Course album. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, seeing the way the fan base has reacted to like this chick being the replacement is like, yo, so trash. Like those human beings are all so bottom tier, bro. Like that shit is horrible. We're like, yo, you're such a fucking weirdo. Like, it's like, yo, she can't sing his songs, she can't sing Chester's songs. This is wrong. And it's just like, what are you talking about? Anybody can, first of all, anybody, let's get this right. Anybody can sing Chester's parts. Okay? We'll go to fucking karaoke tomorrow and fucking sing these fucking songs. Any fucking
They
body
have an
across the
official
fucking
cover
planet.
band.
You know what I mean? Like, and like, yo, what are they supposed to do? Like just shrivel up and die? Because one person died, like, yo, one monkey don't stop no show, yo. This shit got to move on. And there's still people that are alive in the band, and they probably want to perform their old music. And they don't want to fucking pay for a fucking hologram, $1 million a show, pay for a hologram of you to be there when that shit is not even cool like that, right? And it's just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, not perform these songs?
Because
Like,
you guys don't want
because
them
you
to?
guys
Also-
don't want to hear the songs without Chester, or because you don't, for some weird reason, you don't approve this chick. And then it turns into tearing her apart over some, like, what are we talking about? Like, she showed up as at a trial, apparently Holden saying as a character witness, right?
Yeah,
but then
was,
after the trial, you know what I mean, got out of Scientology and was like, yo, nah, I don't feel the same way. You know, I found out things at that trial that, like, I didn't know. You know, like, I found out things about Danny that I'm like, oh, I don't respect him. That's not cool. You know what I mean? Whatever it was that he was doing, I forget what it was. It was either rape or
he was on some, I think it was rape shit.
Yeah. So, you know, which is not cool, right? So, like, fuck him all the way. Agreed. But it's also, like, egregious to be like, yo, she can never fucking move on from her life because she had a friendship with this dude because she was in Scientology at one point in her life. And then people, like, come down wild hard on, like, her because she's a Scientologist. And it's just like, yo, honestly, I remember back when Leah Remini had the Exposing Scientology show thing, which I watch. I watch avidly. I watch Amish shit. I love watching anything that's centric around
Amish was
religion and cultures, right? And so, because especially if it's one that I never got to know when I've gotten to know so many different cultures, because it's not like I'm fucking closed off to the world, right? So, like, I watched this thing and forgot my point again.
I will just say also, Chester's not a founding member of Linkin Park.
Scientology. Boom. Scientology. Yo, it's weird. Scientology is weird. Yo, so is fucking Christianity. Like, Christians and people who believe in Jesus Christ, or any religion for that matter, have no leg to stand on when bringing up Scientology being a weird religion. Like, these are all weird religions. And it's like, oh, Scientology does bad things. And it's like, well, so does the fucking Catholic Church. You're not fucking stopping the priests from fucking little boys. You're not fucking making enough of the noise, right? Because they still out here doing that. So let's not be hypocritical about, like, how bad Scientology is when there's other horrible religions. All the religions are horrible. Right now, fucking Israel and fucking, you know, Jewish people and Islamic people are at war, right? Over some stupid shit, bro. And fucking killing wild people for no fucking reason. Like, what are we talking about? Like, right now. Facts. This isn't like back in the days. This is like a right now happening right now, right? And so it's just like one of those things where, like, yo, all religions are weird. So let's not play this like, oh, Scientology is so bad. It's like, they all are, okay, bro? All religions are really fucking bad. Can we admit that? Can we get to that base level agreement?
I agree.
Like, while a lot of the people who go and participate in these religions are actually good people, because, honestly, growing up poor, church has hooked us up hella good.
Or they need something.
And there's a lot of charity and there's a lot of good deeds that get done. Right. But at a systemic level, the shit gets really weird. Like, one of these churches we went to when I was young, like, the congregation was honestly kind of top tier. Like, if you were going to find a group of Christians, they were the example of what you're supposed to be. But the pastor made hella bank off them donations. Fucking free house, free this, free that, because of tax exemptions and all this other shit. So, like, when you really start looking into religions, there's a lot of fucking weird shit, despite the fact that all the origin stories are kind of out there. Like, I don't want to blaspheme or anything like that and put no dirt on nobody's shit, but Scientologists do believe some goofy shit, but it isn't actually goofier than other people's shit when you really... there's a part of the Bible that didn't make the cut about a Daniel, like, from the Bible feeding a dragon till he explodes.
You don't even got to do that. That's a real thing. You don't even got to do that, Holden. Let's be honest, right? What the base knowledge of the Bible, right? Jesus walked on water, turned water into wine, and came back to life. Is like, how are we pretending like Scientology is any less crazier than this shit? None of us have lived through a period in time, right, where people are like, yeah, of course, we all know that guy, the guy that fucking walked on water. What? Like, we just take people's word for it that, like,
and run
Jesus,
with that.
And run with that. Like, what? And I'm pretty sure that if I were to sit here and pick at fucking what Jewish people believe, what Islamic people believe, I'm gonna come away with some, like, what did you say? Because all these stories are derived really from mythology and old mythological stories, right? And those stories were like, what? Like, what? Yeah, Zeus I forget what the fuck Zeus's father's name was, but
Kronos, no?
He was eating his children.
Yeah, no, wasn't Kronos
because he was scared that
fucking...
Kronos. There we go, Kronos. Kronos was eating all his children because he was afraid. He was afraid that one of his sons was going to kill him and usurp the throne. You know what I mean? So he would have kids and he would eat the babies. You know what I mean? And it's just like, what? What are we talking about? Like, this is craziness. Like,
the Greek mythology is full
all
of
mythology,
bangers.
though. Egyptian mythology is like that.
That's a fact, too.
Like that. All of this is because Greek mythology derives from Egyptian mythology. Anyway,
and
right?
Roman mythology derives from that.
No. Egyptian mythology comes first before everything.
No, when I said Roman derives from Greek,
oh,
like it
from Greek, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And then, like,
right.
follows into Christian shit, etc. Anyway,
right.
And Sarah disappeared.
Because really, all that this stuff is the shit that, like, people convince other people to believe in.
Then Lindell says blackout. I think the walking on the water verse was just a metaphor. I don't 100% know what that means. I think he's talking to you, Flacco, about Jay-Z, maybe.
Word. No, not about Jay-Z, about Jesus Christ.
Oh, we said blackout, so I was like, maybe that's a anyway.
Yeah, it is a Jay-Z song. Look at you, Holden. Look at you.
But yeah. I guess that.
I mean, it could have been, but, like, the point is, all of it is not. It's up for interpretation, right? Some people who believe in Jesus Christ believe that this is like dogma, like this is law. This is what it is. So.
Bet.
You know.
All right. I guess we can go on
interpretation.
To cinematic perspectives as the next segue, since I saw you updating all those trailers before, and then Sarah can join us when she come back. Let me hit that share sound button and open the right browser because I don't have it open. I have the wrong one. I got myself blacklisted from a suit website trying to buy suits because I used Honey, which is owned by PayPal, so it's extra fucking weird. But now I have to turn off my fucking mobile on my phone to be able to go to the suit website that I bought suits from. Anyway.
Sorry guys, that was cold.
For thousands of years, we have been at war. But before, we were enemies.
Oh, this is cool.
We were like brothers.
You ready?
Always ready. Let's punch in.
Hey, watch where you're going.
What did you say?
It's not like he can transform.
Hey, Darkwing. Oh, my finger can transform. Guess which one?
Allow me.
I appreciate you having my back.
No matter what.
What is that?
Sending location coordinates.
We're under attack!
It's an SOS message from the surface.
Fantastic.
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
A cave with teeth. Nothing scary about that. Holy Primus.
I see strength in you. Take these and access your full potential.
We can transform now.
How do we use these things?
Come on.
My hand. How you choose to use this power is up to you. We roll out.
What?
Louder.
Transform and roll out.
I want to help build a better world. Like you said, we can be so much more.
Maybe it's just me, but he's different.
Yeah, no, I picked up on that.
I picked up on that too.
What happened to my best friend?
Burn it down! All of
We have to stop him.
We could have built the future together.
I don't think so.
Decepticons! Rise up!
Incoming!
Come on.
Awesome!
That's what I'm talking about.
Now is the time for us to stand up. Together. As one.
Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave and Soundwave. Enough. Gosh, raise your hand if Wave is in your name. There's a lot of waves.
Yo, that looks good. I don't like the live action Transformer shit that Michael Bay and them. Like, that's not my. But I really grew up with that '90s shit. The Beast Wars, the Beast Machines, and then that funky Transformers one that came after that. And this reminds me of that shit. It makes me really, really want to watch it. Like, it really. That hit me, and I think I'm gonna put that shit on at some point and definitely actually watch that one.
I have mixed feelings, but I want to watch it because it looks fire. I'm not gonna take away the fact that it looks fire. I like the concept, just recreating history a little bit, but it's okay. It's all right. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. It looks good. So now we saying they besties. That's what we doing now. Okay.
No, I mean, I think that was the original story. They was friends on.
No, I feel you. I'm just saying also.
Cybertron.
Like,
back
you know
in when they were slaves, they freed the they freed the Autobot. They freed Transformers. Period. It just so happens that shit was split into two sections. Like anything in life, right? You get a fucking red and a blue, and motherfuckers start fighting. And
good point there, buddy. Good point.
And the fucking Decepticons and Autobots went to war, and just so happened that Optimus and Megatron were on different sides.
Word.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
This is the story of how they freed the Autobots. It's probably also the story of how they started. Like, the first half of the movie will be like that, and then the other half will be fucking fighting each other. We're freed. Now let's fight each other.
I just picture myself on my exercise bike.
Is that your cartoon voice, Dutch? I'm free. Now let's fight each other.
I love it.
I'm definitely going to watch it, for sure. For sure. Definitely going to watch it, for sure.
Right,
I like it. It looks good.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I do watch the Michael Bay movies, by the way.
Oh, automatically watching
in the world. A long time ago, back when I was at Saturday Night Live, I met a guy who was hired as a writer the same week I was hired. He wrote a bunch of sketches for me and eventually became the head writer of SNL. And over the years, he became one of my closest friends. And then one day, I got this email. Hey, Will, something I need you to know. I'll be transitioning to live as a woman.
I don't doubt that Will is my friend, but I'm not Andrew Steele anymore.
It was just, whoa.
I love this country so much, I just don't know if it loves me back right now.
Harper, would you want to do a road trip as this new version of yourself and at the same time figure out what this all means to us?
You recognize this guy? This is a Hollywood movie star.
No.
You
No,
recognize
you don't
this is a
okay.
movie.
That's okay. Roll up the window.
Were you a little worried about how to talk to me when I came out to you?
Yeah, probably a little nervous.
There are no ground rules with friends, I'm telling you. I invite any friend of mine to ask me these questions. I am not afraid to talk about them.
There's a question. Do you think you're a worse driver as a female driver?
That's the dumbest. That is so. No, that is so. Oh, fuck you.
Zing!
But I am.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. This is my friend Harper.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, not a bro, though. It's a she, but that's okay.
Sorry.
This is probably around the age where I started to feel just kind of weird.
Yeah.
I used to come out to these kind of places before, and then I transitioned and I got a little afraid. You know what I'm saying? Come out.
I'm not really afraid of these people. I'm afraid of hating myself. All I want to do is live.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
We've not done one fun thing. Name one fun thing we've done.
That definitely threw me the fuck off. Like, if you know the history of like, so if you know the history of Saturday Night Live, you've seen him plenty of times. You know what I mean? Harper's like the dude for Saturday Night Live. You know what I mean? And they show him a lot on the show. So it was like when they were showing him, the last thing I anticipated was that because you know, it wasn't like they made that public, like, oh, one of the legendary head writers of SNL transitions into a woman. That wasn't public at all. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing it, and I'm pretty sure whoever else saw this trailer probably had the same, you know, first of all, Al, welcome to this side. Al, Hopper sis, how you doing, sis? Welcome. Hello. I'm gonna watch the documentary only because of that. I want to know how he got to that decision, which is probably one of the most difficult decisions, and B, just to see how they interact with each other. And so far, I enjoyed what I saw in the trailer. Will Ferrell is just an amazing person, period, and one of my favorite comedians in the world.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite comedy actors. I don't think he ever did comedy. Like, I don't think he did any stand-up as a comedian, but he's definitely one of my favorite comedic actors. I love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell? Ferrell
is from the Neptunes.
No, I think Will Ferrell is the other guy. There's a Will Ferrell, right? No.
Yeah.
No, there's a.
We'll just go with
Farrell.
the.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
that was dope.
This looks really cool. Definitely very moving. These cross country, you know, see the heart of America, you know, documentaries are always interesting to me. Yeah, it looks really good. Looks really good. I don't know. I watched Saturday Night Live, but I didn't know Harper. I also wasn't like I wasn't like really very attentive to like Saturday Night Live, like no matter like no era. Like I wasn't really too, you know, so like I wasn't too aware of the things that Sarah's talking about, even though I was alive for that same era, right? And I watched.
I'm just old, guys.
Will Ferrell.
I'm just old.
Nah, I'm saying, I I remember when Will Ferrell was on fucking Saturday Night Live. I don't recognize the Harper guy. You know what I mean?
No, he
Just
was
being
one of the
honest. You
writers
know what I
that
mean?
made appearances here and there.
Yeah,
And then
no, I
when
know,
they
but
would,
that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know
at
that.
the end, when they would, I don't know if you guys remember how it ended, but they would end, everybody would be on stage and he would be on stage with them too. And sometimes they would fuck with him. So like, if
Word.
like, yeah, so it's just, it
Word.
was just dope to
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So
Yeah, no,
I
but
just don't
I
remember
don't.
them. Yeah, we're talking.
I don't.
I just also really like how they show the middle of nowhere America reacting to her, right? Like it shows like they're just warm and welcoming shit. Because I feel like a lot of the time the narrative the media tries to run with is this like sensationalized hate shit, but in real life everyone's just wild chill. Like it's just mostly fine. Like nobody really cares. That, I mean, I'm sure there's still hate, not to diminish that, but most people seem to be pretty like, I'm tolerant of it at this point. And to like showcase that seems pretty
That's what
cool.
needs to be showcased, because everything negative gets showcased too much.
Facts. Yeah, I'll probably maybe watch that if like we end up in like 6 months it shows up on a streaming and there's one of those days where
It's on Netflix.
It's not. It's
Right.
not. It's not.
Okay.
6 months from now, September.
No, I meant
this month.
in my life, like it's not the first priority I would watch,
Word,
but like
word.
at some point down the line after watching other stuff that I'm more like, I would watch that Transformers thing way faster. But that does look like something I would enjoy. Just not prioritize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch it.
I'm definitely
gonna watch it like as soon as it comes out. Type like not maybe not the day of, but like that week.
And our last trailer is.
How did you end up here?
Work.
What do you do?
Retirement planning.
You should smile more often. It suits you.
I'm gonna live till I die.
There's only two ways out of the killer's game, Joseph. You walk away clean, or you go out on your back.
Joe, are you okay?
Live until I die.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news, Joe. It's terminal.
How long do I have?
Best case, 3 months.
I don't want Maisie to see me bothered like that.
The blues I lay low.
What brings you to my door?
I need a contract executed.
Who do you want retired?
Me.
I've thought about doing this for years. You killed my father. This way, I kill you and get paid.
$2 million for Joe Flood. Daddy's gotta go to work.
Gets me wet.
Whatever turns you on.
Oh, I'll make them stay low.
Oh, Flood, thank God. There's been a mistake. They switched your scan with another patient. You're not gonna die, but you might want to get your eyes checked.
I'm gonna live.
I'm canceling the contract.
You think this changes anything? I'm calling in every hit in Europe, you hear me?
Yeah, well, you tell them to pack light. Because they won't fucking be staying long.
What is going on, Joe?
Maisie, I'm a hitman.
What? You kill people?
That's what an assassin is, yeah. Did he just hit me with a motorcycle? That's just disrespectful.
Do you think I killed him?
I hope so. Ain't no money worth this shit.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
I got you.
Until
I'm gonna kill the fucking doctor, too. Have you had your eyes checked?
I'm waiting till that comes to stream, but I'm happy to see Batista doing his thing.
It definitely looks more clever than what I was expecting from how that trailer started. I was pleasantly surprised with the narrative elements they revealed. But I feel like watching it, it's gonna be like one of them movies exactly like what you expect, but at least with some interesting narrative elements where like that they're trying to do some new shit with it.
Nah, I know. Agreed. I think I feel the same. I think that it looks good, better than the like drudge that I might have expected it to be, like poorly written shit like that. Better writing than I would usually expect from these type of movies, but like also not like, high priority.
Yeah. All right. So I guess that brings us to the part we talk about what we up to in the following week. So Flacco, what are you going to be doing in the next week?
Getting to this money. Shit. Attending Roan's Barstool Compliment Battles, co-hosted by Poison Pen, featuring everybody from Big K to Chilla Jones to tons of other names.
That.
I'll be attending that. Oh, and I'll be attending Hami Day. I'll be performing with Taracana, Poison Pen.
Home team.
Shout out to Team Hami, gang.
Home team.
All of that hoodery.
When is Hami Day?
September 14th. Home team.
That. What time is that at?
I forgot. Home team.
Amazing.
See, the reason I forgot is because we're going late anyway, because we're going after.
Right.
So it's like, but yes, that's a part of my week. I'll be definitely focusing on rehearsing for that show and getting my mind together and ready to, celebrate the memory of Pumpkinhead and Jay Arch and Rob De Niro and Sean Price.
Right.
I mean, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Chino XL, you know what I mean? So
right.
September 14th is a sentimental day, but we'll also, once again, like Flacco said, be attending the Barstool battles that Ron has been putting together.
Awesome.
And yeah, that's just what is panning out. It's a rehearsal week for me. We're gonna get shaking. Me and Flacco gonna do Black and all the songs that are available right now on Apple Music. That's right. You type in Flacco Veo, you type in Saracana, you get our music.
No. Type in Liddy Bro Flacco. They won't find me if they type in. They're gonna find all my solo features on other people's projects.
What he said. What he said. You follow what he said.
Bet.
Or the
yep. What about you?
Page.
I'm going to Vermont on Saturday. I don't know where to rap.
Nice.
At the city of Morrisville, which has a total population of 2,300 people. So I'm going down there. And just, you know what? Chris is going down with me. Maybe my dude who's coming in from Toronto. But this guy, the big homie Wes, he got a New
what's
York
good about
Spirit
that,
hustle.
though? Fuck around and all 2,800 or 2,008 people.
Yeah.
2,008 people will be at the park for the event. It'll look crazy
some
on
bar
camera
or whatever. We'll see how this shit goes. But either way, you know what
2,000
will be
people don't
fun?
fit in the bar holding.
Well, no, I mean that's how many
I don't
people live in the
understand if you
city.
understand. Yeah.
But the event's at a bar.
Oh, at a bar. So then it'll be nice and small. Everybody will be there. It'll be nice and packed. I'm pretty sure.
I'm excited for it.
It's the biggest thing
way,
happening at that town. Everybody's like,
That's a
"Are you going
fact.
to be at the bar tonight? You going to be at the bar tonight?" I heard Holden Stefan Roy is coming to rap.
We're not
coming all the way from Montreal.
You don't hear him? He's like, no, Flacco, no.
Because we just want to cross the border nice and easy as fans.
Oh.
No, it's good. This is fine. This isn't anywhere written down. But I was.
You
like,
didn't hear him the whole time. He's like, no. Yeah, no.
We ain't announcing it quite like that. But because also, like, I don't want to announce it and then something happens, we don't go down. No, I'd rather pull up. I already talked to Dude. We figured out the set. I'm trying to, get as many people in the car as we can so that it's, a nice ride. And go explore the great trees of Vermont. And because, if you drive through Vermont, it's just a lot of trees. And, yeah, it'll be nice. Also, I'm going to record the Bonjour High song tomorrow at noon. I'm going to go to the stew. Then following that, I got a food shoot downtown Montreal at a great burger joint that people love. So it's extra fun when people love the place you're going to film at. And then I might have another food shoot on Thursday. And then going to, that Meet with Strangers app shit that I did last time. That was really fun. And I met with the strangers and had dinner. I'm doing that shit again on Wednesday. So I'm going to go to some random restaurant with 5 other random Montreal types. And
You hear what your friend is doing? You hear what your friend is doing?
Good times.
Meeting with strangers. He doesn't
That shit's
know
in your city too, for sure.
He doesn't know what they can do, where they came from. They could be smugglers.
It's like 75% women who are doing this shit. You just pull up. Our last dinner had 4 women and 2 guys, and then everyone went to this like after bar where all the other dinners kind of congregated, and it was just like a lot of people being like, "Are you from the app?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's some real nerd shit." It's like, I'm with it. I'm with this shit. If this shit's in your city, try it out, because chances are, the people who you would be worried about, they're not there yet. You got like 2-3 months before it gets weird. That's how I see this shit.
Well,
and
have
I'm
fun
really
in
loving
Vermont.
it.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And yeah, that'll be my week. And then Ubering and making money to pay for all of these adventures. Yeah. I guess that's it then. Thank you
everyone
for watching. We appreciate you being here with us.
Bye.
Au revoir.
It means the world.
Bye.
You can make sure to follow us.
Was that good, Holden?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was good.
Like, you know what? I didn't notice it, and it didn't trigger nothing. You just slept. You got it through. So I'd say, yeah, it's pretty good. Didn't catch my ear in a bad way. That's dope. But
I was working with a Frenchie at that Off-White event that I was working this weekend. Yo, this Frenchie was so fucking cool. I was like, he was a Paris friend.
Yeah, different type.
Fashion,
you would love Paris
fashion
motherfuckers.
Fashion industry Frenchie, right? And like, I was like, yo, this guy's so much cooler than like Quebecois Frenchies.
Let's not go there fully. That's a bigger conversation. Some of them is. Some of them you would not.
Nah, but anyway. I already know what time it is. I know that he was the best of the best Frenchies. You know what I mean? He was the best of the best potty Frenchie. You know what I mean?
This is why you want to come back next week.
One of the good ones.
Yeah, this is why you want to come back next week, unless I end up at the Linkin Park concert. Upon which, well, that's at the same time. But we'll be back probably next week with another episode at the same time, 7 p.m. Yeah, we're still on there. Yeah, we appreciate all of you watching. We almost got the post part. Live long and prosper, everyone. Sarah, it's all good. Shout out everybody that actually watches this far in the video after the fact. Y'all are fucking heroes.
Word.